All right, let's go. And first of all, I apologize for the light over my head because I cannot figure out where that's coming from. Although it's all good. So anyway, you will just have to endure with the light over my head while I do this morning video. Hello, everyone. Holly King here. Hope you're doing well. Today is Juneteenth. It is June the 19th, 2025. Let's do our almanac real quick. So the color of the day today is crimson, and the moon is in the fourth quarter phase of her cycle, and the moon is in Aries today. So a little bit about Aries, just a little bit real quick tidbit, is Aries is the first sign of the zodiac system in astrology, in basic Western astrology. And Aries is ruled by the planet Mars. Mars, M-A-R-S, Mars. You know, the place that Elon wants to live at. Anyway, so Mars, right? And so what do we want to talk about? Well, the fact that Mars, being the little G-O-D, the god of war in mythology, y'all. Well, Aries being in the moon right now, that's a lot of emotional conflict energy for today. So be aware that when people show up in life today, on Juneteenth, June 19th, 2025, with the moon being in Aries today in her transit cycles, like, people are probably going to become more and more aggressive. So bear with me here in this video. I will be talking to you all about a couple of things because I just spent this morning today I got up at like 4 o'clock this morning, a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my mom, I love my mother, but she sends me a lot of stuff behind the scenes from like reels, like, you know, Facebook reels, things like that, little videos that people post, and the information that she sends me is usually because she knows I will enjoy the content of the information. So my mama sent me this video through Messenger on Facebook last night. So I got up this morning and I watched it, and I honestly don't even remember what it was, and I'll tell you why. Because you know how you watch a reel, R-E-E-L, on Facebook or, you know, TikTok or whatever the social media feeds are, right? YouTube, you know, which is where we are a lot of times on these videos. But like, once that video that you watch is done, then the computer, the algorithm will send you another video, right? So it just keeps you scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So the next video that popped up after the one I watched that my mama had sent me last night was, I gotta stop a minute, y'all. This one. Okay, so this was recommended to me. I'm on my computer here. This video right here, I'm not gonna click on it right now because it's long. It's about, I don't know, 20 minutes long. So anyway, this video that I have pinned to my Facebook up at the top is a lady by the name of Sabrina Wallace, okay? And she goes through about 20 minutes of talking about everything I have been saying and studying for the last 10 to 20 years when it comes to integrating artificial intelligence into our biological field, and how those projects through our three-letter agencies that run our country, okay? She goes through the most organic, okay, depiction with charts that she drew, okay? So, and she's just talking away, and it's closed caption, y'all, if you're interested. So, but this lady, I'm sitting there at 4:30 in the morning this morning, and I'm sitting there. I need to start pedaling, y'all. And so she starts telling everything, okay? Again, I'm gonna research all this because y'all know I will. She starts talking about how she grew up like in, I think, some cyber tech. I'm going to paraphrase a minute, and then those of you all that got the link to the video, I'm going to link the option below, but it's on Facebook, so you kind of got to be on Facebook to be able to watch this lady's testimonial. We'll call it that. So, but she says basically her grandfather, she had his notes from, I believe he was in the Air Force. Again, I'm paraphrasing. He's in the military, okay? And so her grandfather had all these notes from, you know, the earlier part of the 1900s of America. So a lot of this, I think, she starts talking about what's going on with these projects around the turn of like the 1930s, right around the time the stock market crashed, okay? So she gets into, y'all, scientific, factual, documented data on the fact that cyber energy, okay? Cyber energy is the book I own, y'all. Cyber magic. Cyber energy is real. And she explains on a science-based level, because all this money, y'all, all this funding from the three-lettered agencies in our world, all this trillions of dollars are going into, and have been for a century, going into testing us as human beings. So, most of y'all believe that. You know, it is no longer conspiracy theory to say that these devices that we live amongst, okay, because first thing she says, if you click open the video, is, you know, basically, do you know what your phone's doing? Yeah, she's real sarcastic. I love this woman, Sabrina. If she's on BitChute too. If you don't know what BitChute is, it's kind of like a backdoor YouTube subscription. So anyway, but yeah, so she's done this video, and she's very thorough. She's extremely thorough in saying, if you study all the trillions of dollars that the three-lettered agencies have put into testing on, well, you fill in the blank, humans, right? Animals, petri dishes, you know, everything has a cost, y'all. So she's like, but y'all, the phones and technology is a part of the project to see if we as human beings can be biohacked through our skin, through radiation, through the food sources, through our brains. This woman has documented, she's hilarious. I'm begging y'all. I sent this video, and so this morning I'm flipping this video to everybody I can think of in my own personal world at 4:30 in the morning, going, you know, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, all through Messenger, all through my phone with my contacts. And you know, here's why. Because I have these conversations with you face to face, person to person. And the message of awakening awareness, your aura, your bubble, your conscious energy, how you create energy within your own body, your chakras, you know, your body systems, your matrix, your connective tissue, your fascia, every single bit of that energy, that frequency, the vibration, you know, from plant to poop, okay? Let's get real here. Every molecule in your body has life force, and it is alive because you living, you breathing, and you watching this video. So, she goes through all of it in a way that, y'all, blew my smurfing mind. I went all these years, I've been trying to get people to understand the spiritual, the science, the mind, body, spirit connection, and warn people that sometimes the voices in your head are not from you. And Christians, mind you, excuse me a moment, my fellow Christian sisters and brothers tend to lean into prophecy, prophetic, Bible thumping revelation, in the end times, in the apocalypse, the end game, the new world order, which is another video I want to flip to everybody, but y'all can only handle one at a time. So, because it pisses a lot of people off. They're like, why are you blowing my phone up at 4 o'clock in the morning? My question is, why are your notifications on if you're supposed to be sleeping? Huh? Think of it as a birthday present when you wake up, So, but y'all, these phones, these devices, they are controlling your brain to a degree. Well, what degree is that, Are you captivated with what you see on the TV screen? Are you captivated with what you watch on social media, legacy media, local media, every channel? I'm channeling Reiki to channel to you to say for you to open up your channels, okay? That's why I'm here. That's why I was born. I was definitely born this way. Right, Marilyn? High five, sister. But y'all, wake up. I feel like a voice screaming in the wilderness while I watch the news show me bombs dropping. Can I say that? But bleep. Watching terror happen all around me on TV. It's on TV, right? So, now, that does not mean that the world at large is not feeling the sensitivities of social media interaction and telephone aggression. Okay, let's just call it what it is. It is telekinesis. It is, again, little books, little tiny drops of information. It's cyber attack, cyber magic. They know, y'all. Listen, the they team, right? It's not the A team, it's the they team. They know we're watching them watch us. But it's the people who don't realize they need to be watching, who's watching them. They're not getting it, y'all. They're pissed. They want retribution and reconciliation for the pain, trauma, and suffering that they have experienced in this lifetime according to their perception of their reality. Okay? So, does that mean that we're not living in a real world? I can guarantee you, sorry, I'm bouncing the camera again. I can guarantee you as a massage therapist, we are living in a painful world, okay? So the pain body, there's a book from Eckhart Tolle, which I hope I can remember to reference on here, basically talks about the whole precipice. I forget the name of the book. But anyway, it's about the pain body, right? Your human experience here on earth, how your soul and spirit intertwine and realize that, like, wow, I'm a beautiful light of energy. But this flesh that I live in, these muscles that I'm working here on this bike at high resistance so that I can build my quadriceps to be able to walk another day, and not live in pain in my back and my low body, right? All this is moving energy through my body, but it's still a pain body, y'all. So we got to back off now. Ooh, I need some water. So what am I doing about it as a practitioner of wellness? Well, first thing I'm doing is like Gabriel in the cloud. That's ironic. Like the Archangel Gabriel, who's in the cloud of heavens, waiting to blow the trumpet. The trumpet that says, look up, all ye people, because I am sounding the alarm. Now, right there we got to go, what? What does that mean? What's that mean? So, let me recircuit y'all for a minute. So, again, I'm going to drop her link to her Facebook Reel, R-E-E-L, in this video below once it posts. And then I'm going to go about my day and do what I'm supposed to do today. And that's take care of the people that I love the most. Okay? So my people know how much I love them. And I'm sorry if I woke you up this morning at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. But I promise you, if you see this video and you watch the video that I sent you, you'll go, oh, you might say thanks. You know, maybe not, but it's okay. Do you, boo, right? I'm going to do this, okay? I'm going to speak. I'm going to dress up like a clown. Well, maybe not a clown. I don't like clowns. But I am going to be very, very theatrical in saying, love is the only way out of the pain. And even then, y'all, love causes pain, okay? So, it's a cycle. You gotta be like a good little Scorpio and learn how to recycle your own energy, okay? So, God, I want to talk about so much. So what do I want to say? I want to say to y'all that I'm restarting my business all over again. Wild Kingdom Wellness Coaching. The Reiki Station is the name of my practice. And I want to start writing books, y'all. So I have an author pen name, not an auto pen name, which is a bunch of other controversy that I won't talk about on here right now. So if you follow me on Facebook, you already know, like, our former president, he's in trouble, but he is not going to live long enough to face the consequences of his inaction as the free leader of the free country. So I'm so sorry, JB, that you got thrown under the bus according to a plan that was not a part of our democracy. So, yeah. So, is there a deep state? Maybe. I don't know. Is there? You tell me. I don't know. Did you know? Juneteenthers. My friends, my family. Woo! Did you know that the President of the United States that indoctrinated that wrote his name without an auto pen, by the way, on a piece of paper that says, Emancipation Proclamation, you are free to go. So the people who were enslaved in the South and the North in America during the 1800s was freed by a, drum roll please, I wish I had my drum, I can't reach it, a Republican president. Did you know that Abraham Lincoln was a Republican? You probably didn't know that. Let me blow your mind again, okay? So, and I should probably title this. So, anyway, clickbait, right? Clickbait. Did you know that Abraham Lincoln was a registered Republican of the United States, and he is, according to what we were taught in school, the president who was murdered, by the way. Boom, boom, bang, bang. Watching a movie too. Like, really? That's some hate. That's some hate stuff right there. That's a hate crime, right? You walk up to a guy and his wife. He's in the middle of an opera, you know, like trying to just listen to the music, take a moment to relax into the arts community, and some dum-dum comes up behind him and blows his nugget to pieces. Now, that's pretty dark, y'all. That's pretty dark. And then from that point on, our country went to hell in a handbasket between the Civil War, okay, and what's going on now globally. It is a shit fest at best. So I'm here to have fun and talk to y'all about what it means to have an awakening in your body when you realize that the only way out of stress, anxiety, pain, frustration, irritation, aggravation, all the Asians, the only way out, y'all, is within. So that's really all I wanted to say this morning. What time is it? I have a lot going on in my world, in my personal world. In the last 24 hours, I've watched the closest people to me, and I mean the closest people to me, go, what the fuck is going on in the world around me? Like, everybody's angry, crying, tears. Like, it's been happening for days. And I went, oh, that Pisces moon a few days ago is now into the aggressive sign of Aries. And you know what? Hollywood, guess what? I am just watching the stars like a movie. So, Oh, and side note, Nancy Reagan, her White House astrologer's name was Joan Quigley with a Q. So, Ronald and Nancy didn't do nothing without the oracle advising them. Paid. I want to be paid. I want to be the paid White House oracle. And then let's see what happens, y'all. That's all. You ain't got to pay me a lot, just enough to, like, you know, live comfortable. Like, you know, I like food. I like bread. I like t-shirts, right? And I like to be a part of people's wellness journey. So that's it. I love you. Remember to live the dream. Cyber Magic. I'll drop the link in the description below. Cyber Magic, Peter Carroll. Advanced Ideas in Chaos Magic. A lot of this stuff, y'all, comes from, like, these are the people that, like, it's all out there, y'all. The information is there. We live in the age of Aquarius where all the information is there. It is just a matter of what you believe in versus what you don't understand. Right. So when they come to put the implant and to take a picture of your iris to assign you, according to Sam Altman, a 12,800 digitary binary code that will be an app on your phone, and they'll give you $42 into your WorldCoin account just to take a picture of your eyeball and give you a digital ID number. I don't even do face recognition to open up my phone. I'm like, are you kidding? I wear too much makeup. I change my hair color all the time. Can I change my iris? Of course I can. Of course I can. We can do eyeball implants. That's easy. That's easy, y'all. So, in the words of Sarah Connor and Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie, The Terminator, I will be back. Have a great day. Live the dream. Bye.